We gotta talk about the Aaron Rodgers versus the Packers. Let's go A-Rod versus Packers. I got a capital A right there. Man, I watched the game last night, bro. Like I like I said, going with my take about the AFC North being in shambles, bro. You're up going into halftime 16-7. You're up 16-7. Then soon as halftime's over with, you let the Packers proceed. First 3 drives, they score a touchdown. It's like what are we doing, Pittsburgh? Terrible. Terrible. I have no faith. Going back, I'm not repeating myself. I just have no faith in Pittsburgh, bro. And Rodgers, he did the best he could. His O-line was terrible. He was moving around early. He was moving around early because he was just tired of just getting put on his ass every play. Michael Parsons. What's my other boy name? Dang, what's my boy name? I know his name. Number 52. What's his name? Dang, what's number 52 name? Big boy. Petty. Rashad Gary. Rashad Gary. They couldn't stop Rashad Gary or Michael Parsons on the edge. They couldn't do nothing. Then Jordan Love, he looked like Jordan Love looked like a Hall of Fame quarterback in the second half, bro. He was making all his every throws, bro. He could not be stopped. He dissected the Packers defense. And they had no answers. And they were stopping Josh Jacobs. If you told me going into that game, then you stopped Josh Jacobs for rushing for over 100 yards, it's probably going to be a competitive game, and it still wasn't. You still lost by 10, even though you were up by 9 going into halftime. Just very inconsistent, bro. When I'm looking at just A-Rod and the Pittsburgh Steelers, they need another weapon. They desperately need another weapon. Their team overall is not good at all, bro. And if you keep up with just thinking that you're going to go with Calvin Austin-Wildlight, who's more of a slot receiver, not a number 2 guy. I thought he had the potential to be a 2, but he's more of a slot. You need another guy on the other side of DK. You're going to have DK on one side. The other guy need a stud, bro. Like I said, Chris Olave. I like the other speedster, Rashad Rashid. I like him. You got to bring in somebody that can give your team that burst and that confidence, bro. And you have another guy that can beat his man when it comes to man-on-man coverage and get open for A-Rod, bro, to throw in the ball, bro. The only person getting open right now is DK. But his moments, his ass get clamped up, too. So you need somebody that they can win their one-on-one battles, and they can be consistent on, running routes and getting separation. You need that person, bro. You need somebody that can win battles and when it comes to winning routes, they can win every route. You're not gonna win, not win every route. Let me not say not win every route, but they're just consistently winning when it comes to one-on-one matchups. You need somebody that can win. Jamar Chase, he consistently win one-on-one matchups. T. Higgins consistently win one-on-one matchups. DK, he wins some matchups, but you need somebody else that can win some matchups. And they don't have that right now, bro. Calvin Austin too small. Yeah, he can make big plays, and you know what I'm saying? He can be a playmaker, but overall, I just don't see him as your number 2 dude, and you're going to win something with him and DK as your 1 and 2. It's not going to work. DK could be your 1, but you got to bring another guy that can be a consistent 2, a solid 2, and they don't have that right now. Everybody else they have besides DK are really more 3 or 4 guys. They want to be under there more 3 or 4 guys. Now, I like the Roman Wilson kid, but they put him more at the slot. You know what I'm saying? So they don't really, I don't know what they're really doing with him. But see, they've watched him all training camp, so they know more about him than I do. But they need to get him more involved, in my opinion, because when they got him involved, he made plays. But I was still before the trade deadline. I think the trade deadline is November 7th. I'll be on the phone with somebody trying to get a solid number 2. I know the number 22 from Saints. I know they're exploring trading him. I'll go call him, bring him in. I think he could be a decent number 2. He could be a deep threat, and he's a speedster too. And I think him and DK, they'd be very complimentary to one another. He can run routes on you too. So that's somebody I would look at trying to give a 3rd or 4th round pick for to bring him in. But besides that, bro, like I say, Pittsburgh beat the shit out of the Steelers, bro. Steelers had no answers for Pittsburgh especially in the second half. Pittsburgh did everything they wanted to do to the Steelers. And now you're 4-3, and your next game is against the freaking Colts. who's 7-1. They're on fire. They're on the hot streak. They're on fire right now. And if you can't stop Jonathan Taylor, and if you can't stop Daniel Jones, it's gonna be a long day for y'all. So, A-Rod, I wanted A-Rod to win so bad against his former team, but his teammates didn't want it as much as him, obviously, because they got their ass beat. So that's my point on that.